And Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessed Compulsive Gamer, and I am unbelievably excited to be playing Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. Which now has trophies. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
For failing the circle of Malak of the Sunfan, you are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger. What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood. I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome. And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
Hey, I forgot you could... Yeah.
That's him! End it! Now!
They, victors, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay. Iron Sword. Iron Sword. Forged by the Cerioli, the legendary weapon masters of Nosgoth, this blade will serve me well in life and beyond. As it was born from hellfire, forged by the necromancer's magic, my armor resists fire and provides me with strong defense. The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
Yeah.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body. This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
God, I'm so, like, unused to the controls.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells. Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite, and if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
Yeah. Maybe the very first vampire game. Well, whereas you play as a vampire.
The world had changed to my eyes. I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things. When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
I forgot how great the atmosphere is in this game. Ah, okay. Yeah. Which there is.
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
Yeah. It's pretty great, yeah. Especially for the time, it was 96. Leagues above the fucking competition, that's for sure. Like, literally, I want you to, to think about the fact that, Resident Evil 1 came out the same year this did. You, the master of unlocking! So, like, this voice acting is still good today. So, in 1996, this would have been fucking awe-inspiring. Plus, I love the fact that, like, when you go to the map, it's literally just like a miniaturized version of the area you're in. Like, that's really fucking cool, honestly.
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came. Victor!
There he is! Kill him! We can do it again.
What trickery is this? Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill. There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Same for me, actually. I was born in 96. Honestly, 96 was a hugely important year for gaming. You had Blood Omen, obviously. This game was hugely influential when it came out. This was a dark, M-rated, mature story-driven game at a time when those didn't really exist. First Tomb Raider came out in 96, obviously hugely influential. First Resident Evil game came out in 96. First Crash Bandicoot game came out in 96.
'Tis not over, Cain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters, look to the pillars, and gain way to the fortress of the mind.
Yeah, Quake.
This was where the
Zeegsterl.
bloody deed of my murder took place.
And it's also kind of funny because, like, almost all the voice actors in this game were British. Which, it makes sense because, this game was... Silicon Knights was British. But, like, all the towns and places are named after fucking, like, European towns, like German, like, Zeegsterl, Ustenheim, Willendorf, Avernus. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna like it. Shit, actually let me... I think I may have aggroed the townspeople by doing that, so I'm gonna... Really? Yeah, you remember me? You remember me, bro? I just wanted to fucking in here. And you wouldn't let me in? Bitch. Snatch was like a visual novel kind of game. I don't think you're gonna like it. Okay, so they're fucking weirdly not hostile in the house. Okay? So I guess they're just assholes at the fucking inn. Are they gonna attack me? No, they're not gonna attack me either. So what the fuck is it with the inn? They're just... Everybody's pissed off with the fucking inn? What? It says scam likely, I'm not gonna answer. It's so renowned because its graphics were amazing and its story is fucking fantastic. That's why people love Snatcher. It has a really, really, really great story. In fact, Snatcher was made by Hideo Kojima, guy who did Metal Gear, obviously, and it's the first game where he really worked on the story, and he would develop a lot of his tendencies. You know, because the story for Metal Gear was really fucking simple, didn't have a lot to it. Yeah. Snatcher also has good voice acting. Especially because it was like for Sega CD, so... And Sega CD didn't have a lot of good games, so that's another reason why it's so fondly remembered, because, well, they were slim pickings.
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
Damn it. Whoa, guys, hold on. Billy Badass over here has a dagger. Surely a vampire has never fucking dealt with a dagger before. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I mean, it doesn't really affect me.
Chases darkness, the vampire's power wanes. The pillars of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
And see, actually, believe it or not, you may or may not be aware of this, but this game was actually originally going to be called The Pillars of Nazgoth. And then they were talked into Blood Omen and Legacy of Kain because they were like, well, people who are just, buying this game are going to know what the fuck that means. And you want something that conveys the dark theme. And honestly, in this case, I agree. From a lore perspective, Pillars of Nazgoth is fine, but Blood Omen is much more marketable and really conveys the gothic vibe they're going for. Teleportation! This game also has 35 minutes of FMVs, which at the time was a lot.
Your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ariel, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The 9 of the Protectors of Hope were sworn to use their powers to preserve.
The only thing I really don't like about the look of this game is like how everybody, like their hair is really fucking weird. It makes everybody look like they're bald and like they got a widow's peak.
Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love and oppression.
Like that is a big fucking forehead.
It spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Yeah, it's great. I gained a lot of subscribers from the San Andreas streams.
With his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Nupraptor began. The Pillar of Balance. The Pillar of Nature. The Pillar of Conflict. The Pillar of the Mind. The Pillar of Dimension. The Pillar of Energy. The Pillar of Time. The Pillar of Death.
Yeah, they weren't real subtle with that one.
The Pillar of States.
How do we let them know this is the Death Pillar, guys? Skulls! Lots of skulls.
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
Also, I just want to say, this game might be one of the earliest implementations of fast travel in a game.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me.
Damn it, I wasn't... Yeah, I think you have to set the magic spells. Yep.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed. Sanctuary.
Fuck. There's
of darkness.
There's a specific way that you fast travel, and it's been so long since I played this fucking game that I honestly can't remember.
Sanctuary.
Is it... I think it might be by hitting select. Yeah. Well, maybe. Or a map. I also like how it actually shows you what parts of it you've uncovered. I think that's cool. And hopefully even shows you, hey, here's where you should be going. I mean, it doesn't line up one-to-one, but at least gives you a general direction. And they actually kept the layout of this, of Nazgoth pretty fucking consistent among the games, actually. Fuck, I keep... Okay, I have to remember. Come back here. There's a button, and I'm... Was it triangle? Ah, yes. That's exactly what it was, triangle. There's a button for forms. I forgot, like, Kane can go through all these different forms in this game. Knocked home. So like that's like a super German term. They tell me I need to come back with werewolf. And you know, in all fairness, they are pretty forthright about you know what you need. Oh yeah, I know for sure. For sure. And believe it or not, this game actually has time travel in it as well. Like, that was not something that came into place. Will solely remind you. They have a pretty big, like, thing to do with time travel here.
My lupine form enables me to move like lightning and leap over obstacles barring my path. But the guise of the wolf brings with it its own kind of hunger and rage.
Yeah, it is. It's the same game at 4K 60. So, you know. Oh, yeah. I forgot. You could jump in with form. This game honestly had a lot of really visionary shit for the time. Big ass open area with tons of secrets, fast travel, fucking all these different spells and abilities, different equipment, really good voice acting. You know, shit like that, like Metroidvania kind of structure where you get powers and you can return to past areas. This was a really forward-thinking game for the time.
night dawns, and with it, the vampire grows stronger.
Another fast travel beacon. I also really like the soundtrack for this game.
One must be wary in dealing with the spirit forges. The wraith and shades that inhabit them offer items beyond mortal dreams in exchange for a sampling of your blood. The wraithsmiths forge their items with forfeit souls.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours. So, you come to the Spirit Forge for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, Omen.
Okay, I got them. I got a lot more of those discs. Okay. It evens out. It is awesome just throwing that thing and watching them fucking explode.
The energy bolt employs magical force in its rawest form. A messy spell, but a potent one nonetheless.
Bitch. I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to try out Syndicate at 60 FPS. I'll be right back.